Hey guys, Ryan Bidoff here, blogging from paradise, trying to get this light right and the angle. I could go a little lower, we'll see. But I just wanted to talk about how to monetize your blog from day one of your career. Yeah, I'm moving in a little closer. We have time, right? That's all we have. It's kind of solid, but then now they're a little kid. Nah, you know what, actually? Good idea. Could be the answer. Oh boy. That feels good. That feels about right. Now we're cooking with gas. Okay, trying to reconnect. We'll see how the connection is too, but we're just going to roll with it. So, guys, I wanted to break down step by step as a new blogger, blogger new to the game, how you'd want to monetize your blog. Now, there's one idea to keep in mind, and it's this: the success you experience as a new blogger will hinge entirely on developing your skills, practicing writing, learning how to blog the right way, creating content, and building connections. That's it. So, in reality, the money comes through the practice and skills you patiently developed, the content that you create, detailed, targeted content, and the connections you patiently nurture, foster, build. That's where the money's coming from. Of course, most bloggers from the beginning make the incredibly common mistake of skipping the practice, skipping the skills development, never learning how to blog the right way from a professional, and opening a ton of income streams, typically ad revenue income streams, and then some like in the travel blogging niche to like, oh, sponsored posts, but especially the ad. And of course, advertising income is the absolute worst choice as a new blogger, because you need a ton, heavy volume, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of visitors, of highly targeted visitors, to actually make decent money, because you're getting pennies on the click, a few pennies, maybe a buck for a hire in demand, but it's just nothing. You're making pennies on the click. So you're thinking, okay, 50 people visit my blog a day. If 2 click, I'm going to get 2 pennies a day. It doesn't make any sense, guys. And of course, you're not going to make any money because you're not doing the skills development. So my thing is, guys, you want to develop your skills, learn how to blog the right way from a pro, and at blogging from paradise.com. We have blogging ebooks, blogging courses to put you on the right track, and of course, blog posts themselves, detailed blog posts to help you succeed. Then you got to practice and develop your skills. So just drill that idea into your mind. The money, the success comes as a new blog. Will take a while, but you got to develop your skills patiently and persistently. You got to practice. That's where the money is. The income channels are only receiving channels. So they're channels through which you receive the money that you appear to earn through your skills development. So with that foundation, and of course, guys, this is the latest updated post on bloggingfromparadise.com. How to monetize your blog from day one. That's the post that I just updated and republished on bloggingfromparadise.com. I rewrote a fair amount and took out some of the old stuff that I didn't view as being really relevant any longer. So, guys, you want to think about beyond developing the skills that actually earn the money. That's really the most important thing. These income streams as a new blogger, because you want to monetize your blog, or at least consider monetizing your blog through these channels, because they work for your burgeoning skill level, for your low traffic. In the beginning, everybody starts with very little traffic because it's just we're new. There's not content out there yet. You're just getting your name out there. It takes a while to develop the skills and the network, all that jazz. And you want to think about what works best for your audience too, as a new blogger. So the income channels, as far as how to monetize your blog from day one, that I suggest, the first one may be a little bit less than traditional, otherwise known as untraditional, but I think it's really helpful for new bloggers right off the bat to face their money fears, because the only way you're going to make money through your blog is if you conquer fears related to making money with your blog. And so few bloggers do this, and that's why virtually all make no money, especially as a newbie. And it's going to take a while anyway, but there's so much resistance and fear and limiting beliefs. Whereas this first income stream will force you to face that head on. And that is this: consider becoming a consultant. Wow. As a new blogger? Yeah. And why is that? Well, you're learning the niche inside out. You're teaching, that's what bloggers do. So being a consultant will help you profit as a new blogger through the stream via which you're teaching anyway. So you're teaching through the written word via your blog posts, right? So being a consultant helps you to help people and receive money. It's a similar form of teaching, but through a different medium, namely a consultant stream. Makes kind of sense. It kind of makes sense, I should say, right? However, this is why it's a really good stream for a newbie. It will force you to face the fears in your mind that you project onto the world as, I'm a fraud. What do I know? Why would anybody hire me? Bingo. You have to unearth those fears from your conscious and unconscious mind, feel them, and let them go, forgive them in order to actually make money. Because as long as you hold on to those fears unconsciously and consciously, you're not going to make money. You'll self-sabotage. You'll do the things that a fraud does. And guess what? Nobody's going to buy from you, not going to hire you. They're not going to follow your blog, not because you're not good enough, but because you believe it. Being a consultant really triggers a lot of the unconscious stuff. So I figure it's one of the best ways to get right to the core reason why so many bloggers never make money. And it's just in their conscious and unconscious mind. They have all these fears around, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm a fraud. Being a consultant will allow that stuff to surface in awareness. It'll stir up all that stuff, which has to be stirred up. Because if you don't, you'll make decisions based on these fraud fears, these different, I'm not good enough fears, I'm not worthy fears. And when you make decisions from these fears logically, organically, it doesn't make perfect sense when you think it through. You're not going to make money because you make money based on trust and clarity and skills and feeling deserving, feeling worthy, being clear and allowing the money in. And if in your mind you have beliefs that totally move, they're antithetical, they're 180 degrees away from those beliefs, you're thinking, I'm not good enough, I'm a fraud, who'll follow me, then of course you're not going to allow in the money because you're not going to be thinking, feeling, and acting like someone who does. So that's number one, guys. How to monetize your blog from day one. Consider becoming a consultant. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to even monetize your blog yet. It's a really helpful teaching device and learning device for bringing up a lot of your fraudulent fears and for doing what you're doing through your blog, because you're teaching through your blog content, guys. You have the knowledge, you're gaining the knowledge. This is just a way to monetize it. So, for example, I'm writing a post, how to monetize your blog from day one. I'm teaching people how to do it as a consultant, and I focus solely on a passive income model now. It works for being a digital nomad, for changing time zones and all that jazz. But as a consultant, someone would just reach out to me and say, listen, I'm new to blogging. I have no idea how to monetize my blog at all. So instead of doing it solely through the written word, through a blog post, I would baby step them through email or Zoom chats step by step, on a case by case basis, of course, how to do it as a consultant. Makes sense, right? And I get money for it, and they would receive valuable service. So I teach them one to one. You're doing the same exact thing, but the mediums would change. Maybe email, Zoom chats, whatever. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's the same exact thing. But of course, when you have that one to one, oh, it's a little thing in the corner, time, the illusion of one-to-one relationship or using email, it's more intimate Zoom chats, it could bring up fraudulent fears, which is good. It's really good because you got to get rid of that stuff, the fears of, oh my God, what if I look stupid? I don't know what I'm talking about. That's good. Good. All that stuff has to go for you to actually make money through your blog to have the clarity. So that's one. Number two, how to monetize your blog from day one. Let's look at the post. I'm going to scroll down. Affiliate marketing. Engage. Oh no, actually, number two, I advised in the post to generate ebook revenue. So you're writing blog content as a new blogger, 1,500 words, 1,200 words per post, in depth, detailed. Capitalize on that skill by listening to reader feedback, by spotting common problems in your blogging niche, and in so doing, fleshing out that content to the length of an ebook. 5,000 words, 8,000 words. It'll take a while to write it, but you're doing the same thing, except you're just thinking big and you're going broader. Not as far as your ideal reader. You want to target every ebook, but you're thinking expansively. Okay, I have this blog post out there that's 1,200 words, in-depth, detailed, does a great job. It's great for blogging. Now let me use similar ideas and write a 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 word, maybe 10,000 word ebook and charge money for it. And for me these days, guys, I moved away from Amazon. You can go that route if you want, yet it never worked for me. I never got clear on it, and I preferred to charge more money for the value I was bringing to the market and put the ebooks on PHIP and Gumroad. So I could charge $10, $20 for a rich, detailed, full resource. So that's the way I suggest doing it these days, but do whatever works for you, whatever you're resonant with, whatever is really popping. I just prefer being posturing, charging more money, receiving more money based on the value I bring to the market. These are full resources. And I just didn't like the idea. It never really worked for me that I'd charge $3 or at the most $9.99 for something that's worth a lot more than $9.99, a full resource. I mean, $10 for a full resource. I mean, 10, yeah, in some cases, but for some of the deeper ones, it's a $20 PDF, guys. Or at the very least 10. Instead of thinking, well, $2. No, that's not what I offer. Please. So that was just me. But either way, guys, trust your gut, follow your intuition, whatever works for you, and write a 8,000 word, 10,000 word ebook over a series of weeks. So you'll pick an in-demand topic as a new blogger. You're already writing, guys. You're just going to expand everything. Get that idea firmly impress that idea onto your mind. You're already writing. There's going to be some mental blocks to overcome. But if you give yourself a month to write an ebook, and the first thing you do is you're picking a title that's in demand, then set up an outline as far as chapters, 8 chapters, 10 chapters. And then as you line up those chapters, think to yourself, each of these chapters is going to be 1,000 words, maybe 1,500. So you'll give yourself a day or two, maybe 1 to 2 days to write each chapter. Or if it's taking you a little bit longer, give yourself 3 days to write 1,500 words, 1,000 words, 1,200 words. You could do it. You know you could do it. You just have to relax and slow down and calm down and think expansively, think big. Then at the end of, even if you give yourself 3 days to write 1,000 words, 1,000 word chapter, and you have 10 chapters, that's 10,000 words over 21 days. Practical, add as many detailed tips as possible. Add as many practical tips, be really detailed, really in depth. slap a cover on it. You could hire someone to do it, or just create a very simple cover. It's not as difficult as you think. You just have to get through your mental blocks, which is uncomfortable. And then you have a $10, $20 rich resource to offer as a new blogger, which builds your credibility. And of course, it can slowly but surely build your passive income. It makes sense since you're already writing. You want to use what skills you're already developing. And as a new blogger, you're developing the skill of writing. So use that skill to build your credibility, to be truly helpful to your readers, and to make money through a passive income channel. It makes sense since you're already writing. There's enough mental blocks to overcome, and there'll be some with being a self-published offer as a new blogger. But when you're thinking expansively, both as far as the content and fleshing it out into ebook, and then give yourself time, give yourself 3 weeks or even a month to write the ebook chapter by chapter by chapter, add those details. You're like, oh yeah, I can make money through this channel. And then you could upload to whatever platform. Again, I prefer Payhip and Gumroad because both allow me to make more money, have more posture. I could tailor things. There's not as many rules because it's just not as expansive as Amazon. But trust your gut, guys, whatever works for you. So that's number 2. And then the third income channel, how to monetize your blog from day one. And this is probably the most common income stream for new bloggers. And I'll spend a little more time on it. Engage in affiliate marketing. This is probably the best. I included it as the third, could have been the first, but I really want you to explore those first two to get through your mental blocks. But as far as a level of ease and comfort and clarity, most new bloggers, this is just about the most popular, the most successful stream, because most bloggers who are new, beginners, are clear on it. Ultimately, guys, you'll be earning a cut of each sale of what you sell, and what you're selling is created by another entrepreneur. So they do the creating, you do the selling. So at this point in your career, creating a full-fledged product, like I have 2 products, courses, how to become a pro blogger in 5 steps, how to get featured on world famous blogs. At this point in your career, you're not a professional and you haven't been featured on any famous blogs. And then even if it was a more rudimentary, precursory, just basic how to drive blog traffic, you could do it, but there are a few bloggers who have the confidence, clarity, and skills and posture as a new blogger to actually create a full-fledged course or product or anything in that vein. When you're an affiliate, bloggers who have the experience, the posture, and clarity create the courses or the products or the stuff. You sell it. They do the creating, you sell it in a percentage. It makes a lot of sense. And I think this can be one of the most prospering channels for a newbie because you feel most confident doing it. Now, of course, this ranges far and wide. Like I wrote a post, updated a post, but I rewrote a lot of it recently on bloggingfromparadise.com. Tips for starting a sneaker blog. I think it was 6 tips for someone starting a sneaker blog. Now, in their case, one of the most logical prospering income channels for the affiliate side of things is selling the sneakers that they're reviewing and earning a cut. So you're not going to be making sneakers in most cases, at least, and other entrepreneurs in the niche are not going to be making sneakers per se. It's for the sneaker making companies. Yet, sports apparel companies, it just makes sense to, of course, sell what you're reviewing and earn a cut. So from niche to niche, it's going to be different. And of course, with Amazon, if you're an associate, possibilities are endless. But with so many digital storefronts these days, you don't even need to be an associate. You'll just gain access to all of these products, services, whatever's out there, and you just earn a cut. Makes a lot of sense because you don't have to get through all the mental blocks of creating your full-fledged product. So you could sell with confidence. But there's a couple ideas to keep in mind to do it morally, ethically. Beyond that, just to do it with clarity and successfully. Get this idea firmly imprinted onto your new blogger mind, because this comes up a lot. People will buy your affiliate offerings, and you'll make money based on the depth, the targeted nature, the practical nature, and the thoroughness of your blog posts. Now, of course, you have to network as well. You got to do connecting with other bloggers in your niche, but really get that idea down pat. Drill it down, guys. They're going to buy your content, buy into your content, and then they buy. So when you understand that emotionally, mentally, it's just in your mind, you've accepted it, you will be writing 1,200 to 1,500 word in-depth, detailed, thorough, targeted blog posts persistently and patiently, whether it's one a week or one every couple of weeks over the long haul, to gradually boost your affiliate sales. Now, one of the most common mistakes that most new bloggers make when they begin as an affiliate marketer is they're doing things from fear in their mind and scarcity and loss and hurry and panic. They turn right around, they skip the in-depth, detailed content, which is the only way you're going to consistently sell as a newbie blogger and affiliate marketer. So they skip the only step, really, the most important step, the only step to get it going with actually make money, and then they write really thin 400, 600 word, low quality, unhelpful posts that are solely published to promote one affiliate offer, two affiliate offerings. They try to sell with nothing. They try to sell a bunch of affiliate products with no content and never make money. Gain no credibility, gain no skills, earn no trust, drive no Google traffic. So when you try to sell a bunch of affiliate products with nothing, you make no money. And by with nothing, I mean, look at these blog posts, guys. And you know it's so common. You have to conquer your mental blocks. The content that's detailed, 1,200, 1,500 words, just dazzling blog posts, that's what does the selling as a newbie or as an experienced veteran. The affiliate offering doesn't make the money. The product doesn't make the money. You do with your detailed content. Your blog does when it's stocked with detailed content. So guys, this is really the most important point as a new blogger, monetizing your blog from day one. Sneeze coming up, possibly. You have to get hyper clear on understanding that your content, you have to take your time and publish detailed, thorough, long form, helpful content that presses a common blogging problem in your niche, because the content, detailed, thorough, outstanding, dazzling content does the selling. Once you focus on that idea and you accept it and you live it, you embody it, gradually you'll boost your affiliate sales. Now, of course, you want to sell what readers want. So stick to your niche. Sell what they want. Sell what helps solve their problems. But the actual offering itself, guys, it's not as important as you think. The most important thing, the prime factor, almost in a way the only factor, and I shouldn't say the only, but your content does the selling. Make it outstanding. Practically speaking, give yourself especially as a new blogger, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 hours to research an in-depth blog post, to link in to valued resources on your blog, to link out to valued resources, to include as many practical tips as possible, to write with great economy, confidence, and clarity. That's how you're going to sell. You are not going to sell by publishing 3 to 5 thin 500 word week blog posts every day, either promoting the same affiliate offering or 5 different affiliate offerings, because you're skipping the step that makes the money, creating helpful content that gains trust, that boosts your credibility. People aren't going to read a low quality 500 word post that turns into a running commercial, or maybe it's one practical tip, and say, wow, that's amazing. That blogger really knows what they're talking about. I have to buy what they're offering as an affiliate. No way. Look at a blogger like a Neil Agrawal at Blogger's Passion. Blogger Passion? Oh, yeah. He makes bank with affiliate marketing. He thrives because the quality and depth of his content is outstanding. So when readers come across his blog and they read his content, like, man, this is so helpful, so detailed. Thank you. You know your stuff. Then when he promotes something as an affiliate, since they trust him as being credible and that he knows his stuff, they buy it because they look at the affiliate marketing, whatever he's selling, and they're like, well, he knows his stuff, so I know that this is good money. I know this will help me, so I'll buy it. Boom. It's the content that does the selling, and he is very mindful, very detail oriented, very thorough. You have to understand, guys, that these top affiliate marketers, they are so mindful and thorough, and they don't skip steps, and they don't cut corners, and they don't take shortcuts. You look at their blog posts, you're like, wow. And it's something I'm doing more and more with these live broadcasts. I am really being as thorough as possible and as detail oriented and giving you my time, attention, and energy to help you. On the front end, that rocks. On the back end, that helps me because it helps me gain exposure and credibility and be all over the place, which of course indirectly boosts my blog traffic and the sales for my 2 courses, for my 9 ebooks. It's being truly helpful. So that day one, how to monetize your blog from day one, affiliate marketing is probably the best way on a worldly level for new bloggers, but you have to publish really detailed content and you want to offer something that solves reader problems that's helpful to them. So you're going to stick to your niche. So again, as a very obvious example, a sneaker blogger is going to be selling sneakers because people visit sneaker blogs want to know what kicks rock, what don't, what they should buy. But of course, as a new sneaker blogger, you're going to publish really in-depth 1,000-word, 1,500-word reviews where they're honest and genuine. And then depending on your niche, think about what your readers want and sell stuff that's in their wheelhouse. But the detailed content's going to do it. Now, from ethics, from an ethical perspective, morals perspective, you'll see varying viewpoints, but it probably will give you greater clarity, and you'll feel better about the ask on the sale, and you'll ultimately usually make more money when you use or have used what you sell as an affiliate. The main reason is, guys, when you use it, you can confidently sell it. When you've used it, you can confidently sell it. Can you sell what you haven't used? Yeah. Will you feel confident and clear in so doing? It's up to you in your mind, but most bloggers feel like a shill. They feel like I'm just selling this to get money, not to help people. And when that is your conscious, let alone your unconscious belief, and it's probably down there in most cases, you're not going to sell because you're going to feel And when you have that feeling, your readers will be like, and they won't buy it. It's the way it goes, guys. This is a deep unconscious thing with a lot of bloggers. So you probably want to use what you're selling, or at least you want to use the thing. And then also, of course, benefit up from it. It's one thing to use something, I've used it and you hated it, and then you try to sell it, and that's probably not going to work really well either. These are just mental considerations, guys. So that's it for today. About 20 minutes to 1 in Prague time on this beautiful, it's Monday, right? Wow, lovely. Just want to give you a few ideas as far as monetizing your blog from day one of your career. If you're willing to put in the time and be patient, the money will come. But just because you monetize from day one, it does not mean you can make money from day one, because you really won't in almost every single case, because it takes a while to get clear and to create the content and to build the skills. But at least when you start from the beginning, not that you have to, but it could be very helpful, guys, if you monetize your blog from day one or just super early in your career, because it will help you not only position yourself to receive money, but it'll help you get over all those mental blocks that bedevil bloggers years into their blogging careers. Like I've been doing this for 15 years, guys. 9 or coming up on, 9, coming up on 9 for Blogging from Paradise. 15 years in general. And I've seen a lot of bloggers who 3, 4, 5 years into their career, they haven't monetized yet. No income channels. Then at that point, when they decide to begin to monetize their blog, so they decide to monetize their blog 5 years into their career, there are so many deep fears, so many money blocks, so many blocks to success. There's a deep fear of losing readers, a deep fear of annoying readers, a deep fear of agitating readers, a deep fear of I don't want to be a shill or be salesy. So all these fears in the unconscious and conscious mind, as long as you harbor them, you will never make money. Because how can you make money if you're afraid to make money? How can you receive money when you're afraid to receive it? How could you get something that you're incredibly resistant to? It makes sense, right? When you think about it. Yet, even though it makes sense logically, emotionally, it's going to be very uncomfortable. And that's why I don't suggest that you wait 5 years into your blogging career to actually monetize the thing. Do not begin monetizing 5, 6 years in, because there's going to be a lot. In rare cases, there's full clarity. It's so rare, though. Most are just so terrified to monetize. And in some cases, because you've been so afraid to monetize and you have so many fears in your mind, you've set up your blog in the world, basically. You'll have set up your blog so your readers reflect back to you that they hate premium offerings and they love free content. So what I'm saying is, in your mind, because the world reflects your mind back to you, you'll have a whole audience 5 years in of tire kickers who want everything for free, don't want to pay for anything. Maybe many have struggled financially. A lot of people who appear to be living in poverty, or people who have money to invest in products and services and wouldn't mind clicking on ads on one level. Maybe they wouldn't, but they have the money to invest, yet they're just looking for free content. And the second 5 years into your career, you start monetizing, offering ebooks, services, coaching, ads, they'll be turned off. And you will appear to lose them, not because of them, but because you didn't dive in early to your mental blocks early in your career and start attracting prospering people, or people maybe didn't have as much money, but they're willing to invest money because they understand that that's a way, in products and services, that's a way to succeed, or invest money in coaching. So what I'm saying is, your audience reflects your mind back to you 100% of the time. And when you wait that many years, 5, 6, 7 years to monetize, you still have to make the decision and get through it. But it could be very an uncomfortable process of shedding a lot of readers who are there for the freebies, who will be pissed that you begin monetizing, or that hate ads. Whereas, of course, all these people have faced advertisements and have bought based on advertisements their entire life on a deeper unconscious level. It's funny, yet my thing is, it's probably a better idea to begin now. So 5 years into your blogging career, you don't have to go through that muck, unconscious money muck, then losing readership to gain a prospering readership, moving to higher circles. You have to make that decision then anyway if you ever want to monetize it. So just start now. Get into your mental blocks now. You'll start attracting prospering bloggers, prospering readers, people who are serious about investing money to free themselves, to think like professionals in your niche, people willing to make uncomfortable decisions. So then right now you'll start growing that built-in audience that pays, that buys, that hires, that promotes, that grows your referral business. And that will make blogging so much easier over the long haul. All right, guys, 35 minutes is good. Feel free to share this video with anyone if you found it beneficial and you know what to do. Until next time, stop by bloggingparadise.com. Blogging courses for your guidance, blogging ebooks for your guidance, and a lot of helpful blog content for you. Enjoy Paradise all. Ta-ta Facebook. Probably see my reels out there soon. And we will see you later, YouTube.